And a very good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to day three, welcome back to day three of the Australian Rugby Shield, coming to you from beautiful southeast Queensland at Ballymore in Brisbane's inner suburbs. I'm James Coughlin, here behind the microphone to take you the next two matches here on Field 2 at the home of rugby in Queensland. Starting with the Pool B clash between the South Australia Black Falcons and Perth Gold.
Ready to go?
Here's South Australia in their black kit, unsurprisingly. Perth Gold in the gold.
Good now. On my whistle, please.
We are underway. South Australia going left to right on your screen.
Hold six. Hold on, boys.
Whitney Lloyd with the clearing kick that is about 6 metres shy of the halfway line.
Set first player in. Good.
6 in the line out for South Australia. That one taken by Simpson. And the Black Falcons will look to go for a run through V.
Release Gold.
And despite the calls from the referee, no release. Penalty
7 Gold.
for the South Australians.
Shots Gold.
And they're going to look to get the early penalty. As we go to the replay, it was a strong run, breaking through the tackle of Fagasa Nuku. And the penalty was awarded for not releasing. And South Australia, 2 penalties in their last 2 games through Freeman Eder. And has it got the legs? It does. It's just off target. That one drifted away and taken out by Ruawa. Perth looking to run their way out of their own end. Hunt. Back for Whitney Lloyd.
Oh, good.
And that one almost took out some of the players by the looks of it, who were just making their way out. That one is spilled off Gold, so backwards off Gold. It's Hodel, target, and lifted, but just off the ground, and knee is down, but not too late, so it's going to be a maul, and that one is held up well. Ozia Meacham involved in that one, and that was great work by the Perth forwards. Just holding the player up.
We're ready to go? Mark's here.
Let's go.
Crouch. Binds. Set.
No dramas with the scrum. Hunt going for a dart off the base. Is Australia trying to Tukaki out, and they did just that. You can squeeze in this replay.
Bring your captain a bit, number 3.
Not wasting any time. He'll have to run and got the pass away. We'll take you back to live pictures as that line out was too tall. And Perth getting the ball back. It's spilled. Now the knock-on advantage.
Guys, no advantage under pressure.
As Gilmore was engulfed by Sifa.
Scrum here. Okay, first scrum. Really good by you guys as well. Keep it for the game. That's our standard.
Hey, boys, wait. Wait.
Crouch! It's okay.
Which one here first? On your head.
Bind!
On the head. Ready?
Set.
Scrum hacks down once again under the searing sun, and Perth, they get the push on and they get the penalty. Dominant work by the Perth scrum. Boy, did they love that.
Front row, standing up.
South Australia just with no responses. Kamira, who wound up
Okay, sure, I'm going to go to the back.
pinched up in the air. Not sure if it was as much a stand up as forced up. And taken Meacham, and now the Perth backs look to go for a run, intercepted instead by Liebers.
Tackle!
Perth swarming at the breakdown, but
6 roll.
legally so. Penalty
6 gold.
for Perth. Eder just come to Australia after playing and coaching in Spain. Will kick for touch. It was right in the centre of the field, but he still had the leg to find the sideline and a few metres beyond that. Taken Simpson. Spinning it out to the right. The kick by Wilkes was blocked, and it's taken an awkward bounce, and a second awkward bounce sees it wind up
Yeah, we're inside.
in the arms of Perry. And Perth just getting away with that one.
Inside. Hold.
Rugby ball does funny things sometimes. That one bounced only for Eder, as he might go for a run himself. Brought down by Sharwood.
Counter ruck's good.
Counter ruck from Perth. That's a knock on. Looks like it was Gilmore as he tried
Just a
to
scrum.
pick it up. Just a brief correction by Eder.
Yeah, I'd rather play this scrum, all right?
Karovatu
Scrum. Gold.
from
That way.
we have no trouble recruiting members, the Barossa Club.
Let's go, seconds in. Crouch. Bind. Set. Number 8, slingshot. Shoulders on.
Short arm penalty against
14. Here's number.
DJ Avito. Kamara let's take it a little too quickly for our referee's liking. Pass back on the inside. And still alive for South Australia, not taking the tackle. Pass to the left, it's Liebers. He's going for the corner, stepping back inside, beating the last tackler, and with a player on his back, he crosses for the game's first try, Rafe Liebers. And just keeping the
It's been really good for
groove
the
going. It was around the back pass from Edward Wilkes. And Liebers, the UK student, was able to cross the game's first try.
Thank you. Mark's on me.
It'll be Eder
You are a bit quiet, so be a bit.
to line up the conversion. He's
Yeah.
on 4 for 5,
You could be a tiny bit louder.
converting his team's tries thus far. 2 for 3 in the first game, the win over Tasmania. And 3 for 2 against New South Wales Country in their loss this last night, less than 24 hours ago. Eder starts his run up. He struck it well. It's up and it's over. That one is successful, and the lead is now out to 7-0 for South Australia. And if it hit that one much better. Kick-off goes deep. Gathered by Nakawara. Oh, going for a run himself.
We're outside.
And a penalty for South Australia. It's going to be a bit of a testing game for both of these sides as well, with a short turnaround from the games yesterday. Quick check in on how Pool B is situated heading into this one. Perth, 2 wins, 0 losses, 31-8 over the New South Wales Country on Wednesday. A convincing 61-5 win over Tasmania yesterday. Meanwhile, South Australia, 1 win, 1 defeat. Win over Perth could be somewhat important, especially if they can keep Perth without a bonus point and pick up one for themselves. The New South Wales Cockatoos in action simultaneously over on field 1.
You guys are going really well. Just the 8 last time.
New South Wales is already up 12-0 in that game.
Crouch! Bind! Set! Hold there, no further.
Scrum
Let's
is
use it or lose it now.
holding well as
No, he's
Perth
fine.
just holding it in the base of the scrum, and well, it worked by Gilmore, just putting the pressure on Hunt, but the scrum half was able to get the pass away. Going out to the right, Avito, as he'll go for a rumble over halfway. Hunt getting the pass away, Maka.
Tackle!
He goes to ground. The short side. Vito with the offload. Crozier, no one's bringing him down on the first attempt. He's got momentum now, as do Perth. Malesu takes it just shy of the 22. And with the lofted pass, it'll actually reach its intended target on the bout. Maximiliano Zola Moyano.
Ball's there, play it, ball's there.
Charlotte beating the first tackle, getting the offload away, staying just in as Whitney Lloyd is taken towards the sideline, down just before he goes out. And a penalty
24.
for Perth. Ben Gilmore, the guilty party. Perth will kick for touch. Putting that one as close to the try line as possible. Perth. Reshoff, 8 tries
Let's go, get out of it.
last night. Can they get one here? Well, that line out won't help. It's over the top of everybody.
Advantage
And
over.
now a chance for South Australia on the counter. Needs to clear it out of their line. Wilkes. Hodell is taking it over the 22. Carried back in off that pass. Pazinski.
We're outside.
That kick sounded like it might have taken a touch on the way through, but it wasn't anywhere near the sideline anyway. As Perry, I beg your pardon, that was
Play on.
Zola Moyano. As he knocks it out to Avito.
You have.
And now the box kick looking to get in behind the South Australian line. Has taken an awkward bounce. We've already seen a couple of those instances. Advantage now as the play was taken out high, and South Australia are going to be punished as Perth take full advantage.
Ed.
What was afforded to them as Byron Sharwood crosses for the try, and we're going to stick with
Accidental.
live action, and I don't think it's going to be anything more than just that. As we just saw the
So, because it was an accident.
Contact being judged as accidental from Liebers.
To the try, right?
It was Byron Sharwood crossing.
No, it was okay. It wasn't malicious. So we played advantage away from it. If we see any foul play that's reckless, we'll be straight onto it, alright? Oh, cheers. Thanks,
Chance
yeah,
for Perth to force back on level proceedings as we approach the quarter hour mark here on field 2 at Ballymore.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Great spot for some rugby.
I don't think they expected the ball to go so high, and then it was a bit awkward from there.
And goes the conversion. It's high and off target.
Thanks, Ben. Oh, sorry. Just 1 second. Hold the kick. 1 second.
Just wait for the
Flag
kickoff.
number 1 is up coming off. Hold the kick.
I believe we're going to have an early use of the interchange, which is understandable. It's pushing 30 degrees not that long ago, and searing Queensland sun doesn't make life easier for anyone, especially east-west orientation of this field.
Back on. Advantage.
And that one is
Guys, you're under pressure.
knocked on.
Just play a scrum.
So we'll come back for the
Here's
scrum.
Okay, cool. Jared. Scrum. Yeah, I'll slow down. Once they're in, I'll start my call, okay? You just have to speed it up a tiny bit for me, okay? Let's work together there. Yeah, you got the ball.
7-5 in favour of South Australia.
Crouch! Bind! Set! Hold it there, hold there. No further, keep going back.
And out the short side it goes
Not
as
held.
Drukaki is eventually held down. Thumping by Sifa.
Hold 8, good now.
Kick by Hunt. Found touch. Ida thinking about the quick line out, but instead just drops it to the ground.
Hit them mark and make sure they stay on it, okay?
Oh, that was never going to work for South Australia as that pass just a bit
24, lost the
too
forward.
far away from Gilmore for him to bring that one under control.
We're no longer in the lineup, that's why our scrum's here.
It was taken well by Odell. He just couldn't get the pass to stick.
12 ball, boys. Crouch! Bind! Set! Hold right there. Oh, sorry.
And the forward pass around the referee, so
I won't be in your way. You have to flush down. Finish. Okay, let's work together there.
bit of a accidental
Just a knock on.
forced error from our referee, but to apologise, not much she could have done in that situation.
Crouch! Oh, sorry. Up. Sorry, I let your lock set in. They weren't in. That's
Reset, boys, reset.
guys, a bit faster, okay?
Let's switch on, let's switch on. Up, go.
Again, getting pressure on the scrum. South Australia are able to pull it away from the base as Wilt bounces off a couple of tackles, and after he was called down, Wilkes, who wasn't released. And Ida, I don't know how much thought was given to the possibility of the shot, but instead he'll wait for touch and get it on what is for South Australia the correct side of the 22.
Guys, time's off. Subs. 18 black. 18 black. Yeah, make sure he is on your line.
V is withdrawn.
Time's back on, boys.
Quick turnaround from last night's games. I think we're going to see a few rolling substitutions in that one. Too tall and not straight, so turnover for...
What would you like a line out or scrum? Well, it's either scrum on the 15 or a line out again. Oh, you're inside the 22. Take a scrum. Guys, scrum.
So after a bit of consultation with Phoenix Hunt, that is going to be
Yeah, we're still in. So ball can go out in full.
scrum, and just making sure that that'll be deemed inside the 22.
Just a little bit, okay? Great work, Black. Really good. Crouch! Bind! Set! Hold the flank up.
Picked up
Hold
out
six,
back
hold
by
six.
Arvito, and
Good,
Hunt
thank
thumped that one behind the benches, and probably a few nervous eyes wondering if that ball was going to hit some of the parked cars back there. Edwards, he couldn't quite get that line out where he wanted it to go last time. That one on the mark, hitting Nakawara.
Advantage. Number 5, hold more, you're going
And
down.
Crozier not really able to hide the pull down in that instance.
Shot called.
And a second attempt, a penalty
Phoenix.
for
Phoenix. Guys, shots
Ida.
called. I know we just spoke. It is just a going for points. Discipline down here at the tackle rack, all right? Not now. You talk to him.
Freeman Eder is 1 for 2 so far. This one is up, it's on the way, and it's off the post and through. So a bit of an assist for South Australia as they push their lead out to 5 points. A successful penalty from Freeman Eder, and they're not afraid to take the points from the tee when it's away. Bounces in. And right down off the tackle, off the kickoff, quickly to make the tackle was Zola Moyano. Perfect to pin South Australia down in their own end.
Hold rack, hold 24. Boys are good.
And plenty on that one. And with a head of steam, bursting through the tackle, PJ Avito, and he tries to go straight over the top of the next tackler, but it is going to be a penalty for Perth. And from 23, 24 out, right in front. How about that run
Points.
from Avito? He just went straight through one, straight through another, and it was a desperation tackle at the end, and probably the penalty is a favourable result for South Australia, considering 16 that Avito had. There's Hayden Whitney-Lloyd right in front. There's Perth just looking to keep pace. Not long to go in the first half. It's a very warm Saturday afternoon. Starter step. Whitney-Lloyd strikes it, and it's off target. They're still working to get the radar on track. Hayden Whitney-Lloyd, his second miss.
22 on you.
And we'll stick with live action as 22 is taken. Crozier go for a run, picking up plenty of metres, over halfway to the 10.
Ball's there, play it.
And almost passing it straight to the referee again. Tagalele. And now a penalty going the way of the Black Falcons.
Where's that ball? Okay. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. On the line for you. Guys, sorry, subs.
There's a couple of changes
14 goal.
coming on.
10 or 14, sorry. 10. Number 10.
So Whitney-Lloyd getting a breather.
The player to come off. Time's back on.
Good enough from Edwards as the bulldozing run through midfield as that was
Balls available.
South Australia taking it over the halfway, but the turnover won by Perth as able to reach the advantage line. Marker brought down. And a great run through the line by Filizola. Moyano will get the pass away on the outside. It's Sharwood. He's going for a second, and he's in the corner. Perth get back on level terms. Filizola. Moyano hit top gear right out of the block, straight through the line, and he had Phoenix Hunt calling for the ball on the inside. But South Australia unable to get that one out of the in goal, and it will be a conversion attempt by the replacement Hubert Gilvary. And not exactly the easiest of conversions for what could very well be his first touch in this game. That one struck, it's on the way, and it's unsuccessful, just off target. So Perth 0 for 3 as a team from the tee, and that is now we're level at 10 apiece as we approach the half-hour mark.
I'll have a look. I'll look for that. Thanks, Ed.
Let's go, Maxie.
The deep kickoff taken by Avito as he's grown into the game in the last 5 or so minutes.
Hands off.
Strong runs for Perth.
Inside now.
And now Perth looking to spread it out wide as
Good.
that one's in behind. It'll
Inside.
bounce towards the middle of the field, away from the sideline, but
Tackle, release,
to go for the run, but Perth swarming in numbers and swarming a little bit too close to the ball and giving up another penalty just outside the 22 is
5 minutes.
Zola Moyano, one of the guilty parties. Just shy of the halfway.
Another not rolling, all right. Tackle, ruck, discipline.
Just another word to the captain, Hunt. Edwards with the line out, and it's a bit scrappy once again. Perth getting the ball back, and now they're looking to spread it out to the far side. Avito again with another solid carry. Forward pass for Seifer is
6.
almost there as more
Sub.
changes coming.
Number 3. 17, sorry, 1-7.
You can see the pass was held just a little bit too long, as well, that was
4 minutes.
barely forward, but looked like it came forward into the
Here's
hands
our
of
mark.
Meacham. Oscar Genn,
Let's go now, goal.
19-year-old from Old Collegians Club, is now packing down at tight head for South Australia.
Crouch. 5. 7.
And Perth again putting so much pressure on at scrum time, and it is starting to pay dividends as the South Australian scrum
Give us some space, please.
was pushed back, and we're going to have an injury timeout now. We won't show the replay because one of the players is down. I think it's David Arlo Emile, and we'll just take a break now with only a couple of minutes remaining in the first half as Emile is rolling over, and that Perth scrum was just too strong, and South Australia unable to get
Some water on the field, please.
enough traction while we're just taking a bit of a break.
Mock time off now.
We'll just remind you of what else we've got coming up in Australian rugby. We've got Rugby World Cup Australia against Portugal, the Pool C group match. From start Jeffrey Guichard on air from 2:15 Australian Eastern Daylight Time. It's tomorrow night, Monday morning, and that is very, very good news to see Arlo Emile up on his feet, or at least trying to get up on his feet.
Pretty sure.
I think this will see the clock run down to half time potentially.
Yeah.
As we're just going to have a
We're
break,
grabbing
and
the stretcher, correct? Grabbing the stretcher. I've got
the stretcher is now coming out.
I'll go Phoenix.
Have a good sign with the injuries.
Yeah, so. Yeah. Ed. Where's Ed? Phoenix. Number 9. Guys. I've got a minute left on mine. Let's just play some half time and you guys can have a bit more time off, alright? Because he's getting stretched off. I know. I understand what you're saying now. Yeah, like, I know you will. But yeah, he looks like he's coming off. We'll play the penalty.
And after discussion, it looks like Phoenix Hunt on that debate is, I think we're going to not go into half time as Emile is stretched it off.
Sit up.
From Port Adelaide. His brother Paul is playing for Samoa at the World Cup, and
Yeah, I'll remind them next scrum as well. Yeah. But just if you have the chance now, just say it, guys.
Yeah, done. Thank you, sir.
1 sec. Oh, yeah, we'll just wait for... Yeah, that's
And
right. Oh, yeah, this is...
I think Phoenix Hunt might have been hoping for one last
Oh, it's a penalty
attacking
for
instant.
collapse. You guys fell away. Was
And
it? You guys go kick the corner?
that wasn't
Gonna
enough
kick.
with the player getting
Time's up,
stretched
fellas.
off as
Kick the corner. Yep. Great.
Kamira
Okay, Ed, you good?
helped
No, you okay?
Solly prop
Phoenix,
off.
you're good to play wherever he is. There he is. Ed, good?
This will be the final action of the first half as it's ending on a little bit of a sour note with the injury, but we will play on.
You watch the front, Jared?
And that line out on the mark, taken by Meacham, and now Perth looking to get their roll on inside the 22. They're still going. It's there at the back for Fagasa Nuku. He'll break away. He's eventually brought down. And another penalty, this time in favour of South Australia, as that attack fizzled out for Perth as they tried to push for the halftime lead off that penalty. As
That'll be half.
Wara just a bit slow to get up, and quick tap by Eder, and he'll pump that one over the dead ball line. We are going to step away for the halftime break and be back momentarily. We'll just step away and hopefully we'll have an update on the condition of Arlo Emile as well. And now it's halftime, 10 apiece, South Australia and Perth. right, we are back for the second half. Score still locked at 10 apiece. And it is now Perth going from left to right on your screen in Old Jersey, South Australia in black. And going for a run right off the start is Riperi. Sent out for a line out, and just anywhere will do in that case for South Australia. So they look to clear it out of their own end. We've got a player down in back play for South Australia as well. It's Nicholas Simpson, as he just had some running repairs by the looks of it, as the line out is scrappy, but still won by Perth off the step, and Perth looking to flex their attacking muscle. That one is spilled, however. Need a pass away for Wilkes. And bringing the offload away, and it was left behind. And Perth now with a chance to strike first in the second half, running into the sun, which won't make things any easier for them. It's Scott Tolmie with the run. One of the halftime changes as the Perth coach has rung the changes. I'll look to close out pool play with a perfect 3-0 record, as that pass was held away for Uyen. And fending off strongly was Riperi, brought down by the second tackler. And a little bit of a miscommunication there as, well, it ends with a high five each way. It was Patrick Mucker trying to pinch it from the teammate. I'm not sure if that pass was intended for him, and I think it might have actually been going for the number 7, 21-year-old. So now back for the scrum. Just a reminder, after this one, we've got Pool A action as Victoria take on the Queensland Country Healers. Stick around as your Saturday of rugby continues, and again the Perth scrum, it's just an automatic penalty for them at the moment. They're just driving South Australia back. So we'll bring you any update we get on David Alo-Emile. He was stretched off in the closing stages of the first half, as it's like Perth are going to have a discussion, and they'll go for touches to press their advantage here. I see Malesu taking up station at the front of the line out. Plenty of bodies getting involved in goals. All the way to the back, it's taken, and it's in the hands now of James Walker, and he's going to just rumble over with the cavalry, and Perth take the lead. And it was almost too easy. Line out. Well, one Walker, 22-year-old, was right there, and the rolling maul right in front of him. All he had to do was just wait patiently. once he reached the try line, fall over. And now they're going to let Scott Tolmie, the 30-year-old prop, take the conversion. He did have 4 in the win over Tasmania. So he's no slouch with the boot. Tolmie wants the left footer. And he could not have hit that any better, Tolmie, and well, he could have hit it better as it turns out. It's wide. It certainly had the power behind it and the height. As that is unsuccessful. So Perth, 3 tries, 0 for 4 from the tee. With 3 different kickers unable to add on the additional points. That kickoff is allowed to bounce. Perth looking to take full control of this game. They've scored at least 30 points in both their outings, and the penalty for the incorrect entry going the way of South Australia. They've scored 25 and 20 in their 2 games, so they've got plenty of points in their side as well. Wilkes will opt to take the points, trusting the boot of Eder. 2 for 3 on the afternoon. I think we might have lost our ref's mic. Was Freeman Eder, a New Zealander playing for South Australia. And from right in front, he struck it and raises the flags. The deficit is down to 2 points. Freeman Eder brings it back to 13-15. In the air, taken cleanly off the kickoff as Perth looking to strike as it's Clay Uyen. He's brought down 5 metres shy of the line in the shadow of the goalpost, and they've got numbers out on the left if they can find them. Instead, they'll go short. Filizola Moyano just shy. And looking again to take advantage of the numbers out wide and getting his head down, getting his shoulders down and barreling over the line is Scott Tolmie. And Perth take it out to a 7-point advantage. And like lightning off the kickoff, Zola Moyano just denied, and South Australia unable to get numbers out to their right. Just using the marker for the kicking tee. There's Tolmie. Let's look for their first successful kick of the day. Not that really bothers them thus far, as 4 tries have been good enough to give them a 7-point advantage. Will hit that one. It's on the way, and it's again off target. So Tolmie unable to convert his own try, and still keeps this as a 1-score game.
Hey, Teddy, nice and wet. Hold your weight, yeah? Benny, hold your weight. Don't suck in. Go!
A Short kickoff high up into the sun, and it was lost backwards, but the sideline, and using the afternoon sun to his advantage was South Australia, as that one was spilled by Kamau. The line out was spot on as it's collected by Hodel, and the line out might have been spot on, but they couldn't get them all going. So that was the accidental offside. Scrum now for Perth.
On me, on the 15.
We've got the microphone back up and running now, which will...
Let's go, Locks, get in.
Tommy packing down.
We're outside.
Scrum, and just clarifying, outside the 22, so
Crouch!
able to send this one into touch, but the way Perth's scrum has been going so far, feeling they won't have any dramas
Hold there. Play it.
pushing this one. It might have been a little bit of a restrained scrum. That one was lost at the base. Turnover now for South Australia. They'll be for a try now. 22 out. Pass up for Pazinski. Up by left for backs to have a go as Ida gets that one away, and Vatu, he was met. So a penalty advantage now for the Black Falcons as they're unable to get over the advantage line. Game.
You roll to avoid the contact advantage. Back here.
So another
Hands
penalty
in.
advantage. That one is taken quickly. Oh, and it's Ida getting the pass away and going for the try line, and it's spilled. It's Hodel.
Knock one into touch. Phoenix, is he still on? Boys, is Phoenix still on the field?
Quick thinking
Who's your captain?
by Ida.
Are you captain now?
Step took
Is
the
Phoenix
pass,
still on
and
the field? Okay, is she? So knock one into touch.
a bit too much of Hodel to bring that one under control.
I'm called, guys. Knock on.
And unsurprisingly, Perth happy to go for the scrum.
That's good.
Ulrika.
Keep pushing on.
Just feed it in. But yeah, if they early push, I'll watch it. Crouch!
Ulrika just
Bye!
doing the scrum half's job, just
Set!
firing, and
Hold
he
there.
goes in. Perth looking for the push. South Australia holding, but it's been wheeled.
Guys, it hit me.
And that one
Say score.
came off our referee, so no advantage accruing
21, I'll try and get out of your way next time. It just hit me.
for Perth, and that has been a bit of an issue
We're
this
inside here anyway.
afternoon.
I feel like the penalty's a better option.
Choose to set this one a long way down, and that was a great kick for touch in the end. That one, I think it might have, and it did reach the halfway.
14. 1-4. 14.
Lara, the
Yeah, no, number
utility
14.
player, has been deployed in the forwards today.
They'll take your numbers for you. You want 7 in?
He's given a chance to have a bit of a breather.
Sub complete. Let's go.
Take the long stroll over to the far side of field 2 here at Ballymore. And that one is pinched at the back, well read by Hodel. But
Guys,
that pass was almost read
in the tunnel. No.
like a book, so we've got the double knock on, which will result in a Perth scrum.
16 black. 16 black sub.
It's been Teddy Edwards
Guys, double knock on. First by black, then by gold.
replaced.
Okay, time's back on.
Comes
I remind you, boys.
his
Stay up,
replacement,
stay
and
up, stay up.
South Australia just looking to stabilise their scrum.
Let's go, boys. Time's back on.
Go, go, cancel, go, hold, hit hold, seconds in. Hit hold. Seconds. Nice and tight.
Crouch. Bind. Set.
Who wants it?
Play it now. Use it.
Scrum holding up well as that ball was just held in a floating pass out to the left, and they're going in for another try. So close as Rafe Lee. Well, was that a tackle by Levers? It was not. It was made by Diagnan. Zola Moyano. I think this could be a bit of trouble now.
Got foul play. Late hit.
Diagnan.
No arms. It's not. Yes. So it's going to be a yellow card. We're in here. Yellow card.
First offence?
No. No arms.
No arms and head contact.
The yellow card is actually
It's not the same.
getting shown to Stu Nutt.
No. I'll call you when time's on.
I'm with you.
Mark's over here. Come over. 8. I'm at the back here.
Let's see out the next 10 minutes. A man short. South Australia. That line out was incredibly messy, but Perth getting the ball back, and now they're pushing for the try. Walker, he's looking for a second, but a pressure relieving penalty for South Australia.
20 gold.
Walker was not releasing.
20 gold.
Leg.
Stay out. Advantage on hooker. You have to have a hooker. Backwards. Tackle.
Australia just keeping this one alive. Down a man as
You're on the body, not the ball.
Vary not supporting his body weight and given every opportunity to clear that one out, as there's going to be a penalty for the off-the-ball tackle on Kamau.
13 black.
I believe that's what the penalty was for.
I move, so you no longer have a hooker in. Okay?
Do we have to have a hooker in?
Yeah, you don't have to have a receiver, you have to have a hooker.
That was not releasing, in fact, for Diagnan. South Australia there. One short in the line out. It's been an entirely smooth operation, and that one is no different, as it took a touch forward before reaching Tolmi.
Scrum.
Let's go, boys. Big scrum here.
Nice, much
Hodel
better
just
scrum.
falling for the extra
Put up,
man,
right?
instead just letting it go, and it was just off the fingers of the jumper.
Go off, they're ready. We need to be ready.
Seconds in. Seconds.
Seems like Falcons are going to be packing down with just 7 in the scrum, which
Bind!
isn't
Guys, up.
an
We're really good all
ideal
day. We've just got some dust cover
position,
here.
Yep.
considering they've been getting out-muscled pretty much
Give us some space, all right?
all afternoon.
Really good, boys.
Be patient, Rod. Be patient. Seconds in. Seconds. Mana, I'm coming. Mana, I got 10.
Crouch! Bind!
Add an extra body at the back.
Set!
Perth, well, they're getting the push on, and a very quick penalty for Perth. It's just another dominant scrum.
Yep, mark up here. That's where the infringement was.
Despite having a finger, just had no answer for Perth when they packed down. Back at the seat, and Siegfried just looking like he was on ice skates. The powerful Perth pack just rolling through. Perth could very well put this game to bed with another try here. And they won't get an opportunity as that line out not straight.
Line out called.
And unsurprisingly, South Australia will happily avoid another scrum.
4 black, number 4 black. 4 black subs. We've still got time off, Yeah, get your gap.
To see time off the clock.
Guys, not straight. Guys, they had 5, you had 6. It's numbers, free kick.
And well, that was a very fortunate break for South Australia. The lineup wasn't straight, but the numbers weren't matched up. That one is palmed back for Ulrika. He's wrestled down by Hodel. Looking to get a little bit of insurance with the man advantage, but very well dodged by Wilkes, as he was looking for. The ball was unbelievably scrappy.
No, accidental off his hand onto his foot.
Nice boys, let's go.
I'm not entirely sure that is a net gain for South Australia.
Guys, no advantage. Scrum black.
Wilkes dodged at the back, and that was lost. That was the tackle by Jaden Phillips. Almost an improvised made by Hukamau. 12 minutes remaining, 7 points in it.
Guys, stop.
A couple of minutes remaining on the yellow card for Nutt.
I need to give him more. Is that understood? Or you'll be free kicked. Okay?
Seconds in.
South Australia packing in with a full complement for this scrum.
Crouch!
Need to
Bind!
feed this one.
Set!
And a penalty. A rare scrum win for South Australia. And boy, aren't they enjoying that one. They finally got one back.
Number 1 goal.
It's Nancy Malesu. Penalty party for just pulling down. And a kick for touch just shy of the halfway line. 11 minutes to go. South Australia down to 14. And soon to be returned to a full complement of players. And, a wild pass. It's picked up by Buller. And he'll look to put this one in behind, and that was spilled by Gilvari. Jovessa Buller. Knock on in South Australia. How much confidence will they take Penalty at the last scrum. They'll hope to get some momentum off that because it hasn't been a pleasant experience for them today, scrum time. Siegfried comes off as not just going through some stretches on the halfway line. We're only seconds away from him coming back on and not sure where to go with the pass. He was cleaned up at the back. And that was thumped into touch, but on the full, so bit of a panic. As we see the replay here, Simpson picked it up. He couldn't find his scrum half, and Marika just decided, I'll make the tackle myself. A bit helter-skelter. Perth just retaining that line out. Rumbling over the halfway line, played back. And was that pass forward? It wasn't adjudged to have been. Play on now, Perth. Rubber this one in behind, well taken at the back. It's Buller for the run. South Australia still with the advantage. Phillips unable to bring that one under control. Will come back though for the penalty.
Number 21 goal.
Marika is called for the infringement.
Here. 21 gold. Just got to play it down with his weight.
It was for offside as we've got player down. Ben Gilmore.
He's fine. You're welcome to
just make his way off.
Not in pool matches.
And Nutt is back on now, so it is 15 aside for the final 8 minutes. And how huge was that 10 minutes for South Australia holding out. Keeping themselves in striking distance. One converted try away from level terms.
Beam down.
That one, well, it started off straight, but with a late turn, like a Pat Cummins outswinger.
Scrum. Scrum. Thanks, good sir.
Let's go, yeah, Mano. What shape go? Props. Let's go. Leon. Props. Yep. Seconds in. Seconds. Hold weight.
Crouch. Bind. Set. So play it now, 9. Play it.
And the Perth scrum once again back to being dominant, but it was spilled at the back.
Scrum. Left. Same again, yeah. Knock on. At the back.
Knock on at the back, so it's going to be packed down for another scrum.
Really great work, guys. Staying up and doing what you're asked.
South Australian scrum. It's not been their afternoon, but boy, are they finishing on a high note. Trying to find their footing, but they need to find a way to get back into this game. They haven't scored since the early minutes of this one. Rafe Liebers with the early try, but since then it's all been the boot of Freeman Eder. Penalty won't get the job done. As South Australia trying to get it back under pressure. The ball's out as Marika nibble at the ball, but a little bit at the player as well. But now here comes the Perth defense as they're looking to close this game out. Bailey Loftus not down in the tackle. Australia looking to grab her in. It was Buller as he'll be forced to make the tackle. He couldn't run that one down. Perry. Second side crunching tackle made by Vutulevu. And now a huge penalty for South Australia. They can put this one deep into the Perth half. much to the chagrin of Vularica.
Discipline's been really good. Yeah, he's untidy now. Tackle back improvements. No, just chatting.
He has to get this line out spot on. 4.5 minutes to go. Haven't made it down this end of the field, and it's pinched by Perth. They've got the ball back.
Hold black.
They're outside the 22.
We're outside 21. Hold.
They're going early.
He's good.
It's Hodel, but he was able to get back. It's a high kick, and on the corner, it was taken by Liebers. Almost could have been disaster for South Australia. They've just got to hold on to the ball.
Advantage.
Another advantage now for South Australia. Pool play with a win. This would be a second bonus point defeat for them.
16 gold. No. Over here, please.
And either thought about the
16 gold.
quick tap, but instead they'll have to put this one down deep. Looking for maximum territory, and it's going to leave them with about 10, maybe 12 metres to go. Again, it's so important. This line out is spot on. Phillips couldn't get that one right the last time, as
Set those numbers, boys.
the sun at their back.
Bring in your gaffle lid.
It's a 6-man. 6. Yeah, he's half
Six
Don't enter, make sure you're back.
the line out. Who are they going to target? Yes. He goes up, and again it's tipped, this time forwards off the Perth player. It's lost at the back by Pazinski, as South Australia looking to level and try, or at least try to give them an opportunity to level it from the conversion, and an advantage. So the knock on, South Australia will get the scrum. 2.5 minutes to go.
Scrum, black.
We're going to have a go here. See, black.
Hornsby.
We're having a go.
The word with the backs.
Seconds in. Let's go, boy.
We've got stand up now for South Australia. Perth make the key stop for them here.
Guys,
Short arm penalty. Quick tap is taken by Nutt, and the backs will look to get the job done, but that won't help as Eder is driven back. Pass over.
hands off goal.
V was brought down. Now the
Hands off goal.
Kelly. Eder for Nutt from the sin bin. Well, they're going backwards, South Australia. A great tackle, and that was off the hand of Clayton Uyen, as it was a knock-on spotted by the referee. But South Australia, they lost a good 30 metres. Passage the wrong way, but we are set up for a grandstand finish in this Pool B finale. Just his desperation to get the ball. It was Clay Uyen.
I just asked already once about that.
Yeah, that's right.
We need to do it. No, all good. Here we are.
Prop. We're going to go. Seconds in. Wait, I'll work backwards after hitting the balls in again. Yeah, H. Seconds in.
Grab.
Take. One hit.
Bind.
Let's go.
Set.
That scrum has it come up big one more time. It has, and that should just about do it. They've got 15 seconds to see off as Perth get the tight head scrum. However, it's not over yet. Penalty to South Australia. They're wasting no time. Quick tap taken by Nakawara. They've still got to find a way to get down to the try line, but it could be stolen in the ruck, and that should do it. Penalty for Perth at the breakdown. Hubert Gilvary, he was over the ball. And the rush of blood from South Australia. He made the tackle, bounced up, got the other one. And the quick tap, the ball is over the sideline. It is full time. Final score for the final time. Perth 20, South Australia 13. This is James Coughlin signing off very, very temporarily. Stay tuned. I'll be back in just a few minutes with Victoria against Queensland Country Healers. See you soon.